Hey, aloha, aloha, and mahalo. Good morning to you all. I'm here in the living room of the OffGrid house that I'm building here on the ranch here in beautiful Hawaii. Yeah, so just want to give you guys an update on what's going on here. There's several things that I work on everywhere because there's a lot of work to be done. Trying to get as much as I can before my son's graduation, which is coming up pretty soon. And, you know, we're going to have families, Ohanas over. So hopefully I can get this living room at least done so people can sleep in here. And, you know, I'm doing my best to make it a little bit warmer. It's kind of cold right now. It's probably in the 50s, you know, lower 50s at this point. I didn't check, so. But I laid down all the plywood yesterday. And so let me turn the camera around and I'll show you what I've done yesterday. And it's, all right. So here's what's being done, laying all the plywood down. So from the 2x6s is my subfloor to this plywood, and then obviously after that we're gonna put down I don't know, vinyl or wood or whatever we decide to use as the floor of the living room. And maybe in the future when we have more funds and more money available, then we can extend it out all throughout the you know spaces that we have. All right, but for now, yeah, almost completing. Maybe a couple more sheets and we should be able to get everything covered here. Yeah, so this, and then we'll have the real flooring on top of this. I've also laid out some measurements for outlets. So electricity is coming soon, but let me show you. I bought a lot of this, whatever you call it. You guys can try to figure it out. I'm having the main panel right here. So that's the heart of the electrical system for this side of the house, okay? I don't know if I told you guys, but we're gonna put the kitchen out here, so that way it's right next to the garage. So that way we can cook out there at the garage and then cook inside here as well. So here, see, it's gonna be the garage right here. So not going to be, but this is the garage. We're gonna put concrete floor, and then we're gonna put sink and stove and whatever on this side, and so we can cook outdoors and also cook indoors. So the kitchen will be right here in this section. All right, and so the panel, so let's start with the electrical panel. Okay, so the electrical panel will go here. So if you see, I said main panel. So from the floor up, it's 6 feet 6 inches, and then so I'm gonna run different circuits, maybe one circuit for the stove, and so we're gonna have, so as you can see, we're gonna have fridge. I wrote fridge here, food pantry and storage over here, and then in this a little bit spot over here we're gonna have the stove, microwave here, and then we're gonna have the sink. I wrote it there, sink over here, and then we're gonna have a dishwasher here. So I kind of lay it out, and so that way I can kind of have a picture in my head and thinking, okay, the dishwasher is gonna be down here, and so the sink is gonna be here right next to the dishwasher, and then we're gonna have a little bit of space for plates and whatever, pots and all that stuff. And then we're gonna have our stove here. Okay, all right. And so let me show you some other things that I marked here. So if you see this, that's where the outlet's gonna be on top of the counter. I think it's about 48 inches from the bottom. So what this indicating is the outlet is gonna be on this side of this stud. Here is gonna be on the left side of the stud. Here's another, put it here, but there's gonna be sink here. So we're gonna make sure that these are EGF or whatever you call those things, GFCI or whatever. And so this one here. And then as we go down, so now we have this, guys. So this is the outlets. I have 7 total outlets just for charging your phone or plug in whatever. So we're gonna have, that's one outlet. I think that's, if I'm not 16 inches from the bottom. Yeah, 16 inches. Another outlet here. And then another outlet here. And then another outlet here. And then another outlet over here. And then another outlet over here. Now this one is on the right side of the stud. And then I have another outlet over here. All right. Okay. So I'm not sure if I'm right. I'm not an electrician, guys. I'm just a DIY. All right. I'm just a DIYer. Okay. And so spaces between these outlets is no more than 6 feet. Yeah, so I measure between all these outlets, it's no more than 6 feet, or it is at least 6 feet apart. And so that's how I decide. So probably we're gonna, yeah, so that's the door, remember? And then here is where the fridge and all that stuff on that side. So there's gonna be one circuit going that way, and then another circuit is probably gonna go different way, right? It's gonna probably go down here. We're gonna have put 2 outlets here. Let me turn it around again. Yeah, so the main panel here, one circuit will go on the right of it, so it can power all the fridge and all these things, stove and dishwasher. And then one circuit can go down here and then go to the left side, run on top of this door, and then go down here and go out. That's gonna be the outlet for plugging in all kinds of stuff, right? All kinds of stuff. I don't know, I might, the stove obviously is gonna be by itself. It's probably gonna require 50 amp. Yeah, these are all 20 amp circuits. So circuit for that area is gonna be 20 amp. Stove is gonna be by itself, 50 amp for the stove. Microwave is gonna go with the dishwashing machine on their circuits. They're gonna be using 20 amp. If you think that's too much to have the dishwasher, if you're an electrician and you think the dishwasher and the microwave shouldn't be on the same circuit, please let me know, okay? So that way I can split them up. It's very easy to split them up. Microwave can be by itself, dishwasher can be by itself. So we're gonna have, so we're gonna have 1, 2, 3. 3 circuits going to the right side, right? Because one for the regular stuff like the fridge and then the rice cooker and all the outlets on top of the counter. And then one can go to the microwave and one can go to the, to the dishwasher. And then obviously the 50 amp for the stove. So the 50 amp will require a different kind of wire. I forgot if it's 10 or 8 gauge, I forgot, but you know, that's forthcoming. So I will finish the flooring today, we're gonna run the wire before we put in all the insulation and stuff. Wiring, outlets, and everything has to be installed before we put up all the insulation. Obviously the walls are not quite complete. Yeah, see, even this side is not quite complete. If you look on top, there's still a little bit section here that needs to be covered on the outside. I didn't have a chance to get to it the other day. And then the front of this, all of it needs to be covered. And then that side needs to be covered as well. And so there's still a lot of work to be done. But you know, me, I'm by myself, working all by myself. So I'm trying to do whatever at different times of the day. If it's too hot on the roof when I'm up there working, I'll get down and work on some things in here, or yeah, so it depends. I'm very flexible. Yeah, okay, so let me show you. So everything you see here, okay, everything is, I call this the roughing part of construction, because most of these you're not gonna see them no longer after the finishing, right? All of this is gonna be hidden. So let me show you the crap that's going on here. All right, for example, there's a little bit space here. The cutting is not really good, but you know, it's not too bad, you know, okay? See the windows, see that gap? Yeah, all those things are gonna be hidden. So don't worry too much about all those, as long as they're level and whatever, that's all you worry about. But you know, all of these things is gonna be covered. Okay, so don't go crazy and oh, this is gonna have to be so good. Yeah, because the finishing part, yeah, but not this. This is what they call raw fans, I think, in construction terms. Remember, I'm a DIYer, so whatever. Alrighty, so let me show you the corners. The corners are very, very important, okay, because of your drywalls, okay? See this corner here? Yeah, so the drywall will come here and it has this. If coming from the other direction, and it has this to be nailed into. So you have to make sure that the corners are really good. This corner here is the same. So you see corner here, the plywood or the drywall come from this side, and there's a space for you to nail them in. And then let me show you this side over here. It's not good. All right, it's totally not good. So I need to put wood over here. Now, this side is okay. Okay, it's coming. It can nail into this. But when it comes from this side, see? Now it's gonna be flipping like, you know, what do you call it? In Chuquis they call no tifetare. Alrighty, so yeah, so you need to make sure your corners are good. It's not a big deal because you're gonna have cabinets here in this section, but let's just say on top where there's no cabinet, probably will have cabinets up there as well. So it may not necessarily need it on this end because of all the cabinets and stuff, but I will still put one there. All right. You wonder why I put this 2x4 here? Because the post outside, yeah, so there's no way for me to nail this anywhere. This piece of plywood cheating. So that's why I did that. And then the dogs, man, they chew on this. Look, that's dogs. Now that the door is secured, they no longer have access to this space. Okay? So yep, no more 2x6s. You don't see all the 2x6 that you see them previously. They'll all be covered. And these plywoods, you're not gonna see them also because it's gonna be covered with the real floor. Okay? So we're gonna use vinyl flooring, or we can use tile, but tile, yeah, me, I'm not a fan of tile floors. So we'll see. Alrighty, stay tuned and be good, be awesome. Happy holidays to all the families. Yeah, if you're watching my videos and and watching it in iflu on Olai, Erat, Ramuchek, Zetar, Zashrazi, Hatios, Rimavers, Chuk, Kirisotapur, Gerikevi. Okay, and good luck on everything you guys do. If one person can do a house, I think anyone can do, Yeah, very easy. Just put them together, nail them together, and then it becomes one. And aloha and mahalo, and thank you, and share. Love you guys. Have a good one.